Hello, everyone. It's been a couple days since I did a YouTube video because I kind of didn't even know what to say. I have a few minutes before I need to go to work, so I figured I'd pop on here and just see how everyone's doing. Please feel free to send me a video of your own. Everybody, it's free to sign up for YouTube. All you need is a webcam and an email address and Gmail and I think a lot of ridiculous stuff, but it's worth it. So let's see. So okay, so we have the COVID, right? And my area is also getting tornadoes or strong to severe storms tomorrow, possibly tornadoes. I'm in an RV. I'm going to be at work for most of the first wave, and then there's a second wave, which I think I'm going to be here for. So, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I actually know where to go. I will not be staying in an RV during severe weather. I'm know enough to come out of the rain when it hits. But I was just sort of like, yeah, okay, whatever. Just, pandemic, um, severe storms, maybe hail, waiting for the plagues of locusts. If we had a plague of frogs, my daughter would be fabulously happy. She is obsessed with frogs. It's hilarious. To the point that my grandma name might actually be Ribbit. Like, because, I'm at the age where you start thinking about grandma names, and I want something cool. I want something kind of epic, I'm not a Gigi. That was my mother, which was a fabulous name. But it's, first of all, it was hers, and second of all, it's not me. Or, a Meemaw. I can't do the Meemaw thing, which it's an adorable name. It's just not me. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many fabulous things out there that are just not you. Whether it's foods or clothes or whatever. So my original one was going to be Nova Prime from Guardians of the Galaxy, because I was like, yeah, she's the matriarch, she's the grandma figure, the mom figure, the don't mess with me kind of figure. Of course, if I had grandbabies, which I'm not in a hurry to have grandbabies, this is not I'm one of those that I'm like, yeah, they'll happen when they happen. I'm not chomping at the bit at all. And when I do have grandbabies, it won't be. They'll probably be raised a lot like, at my house, a lot like my kids, where they can have candy, and they watch a lot of Star Trek. I'm pretty much sure that that's what's going to happen to any grandchildren I have. Like, if you want a geek with a sweet tooth, send your grandbabies to me. So Nova Prime, but then my daughter got really into frogs, and so now it might be, and it was a joke about, she may not have kids, but she might have frogs, and so I would be the frog grandma, and I was like, well, what would they call me? And it was Ribbit, so I just thought that was kind of cute. So one of the two. So what is your vote? Ribbit for humans, not for frogs. Ribbit or Nova Prime? What are you thinking? Those of you who know me, what do you think? Those of you who don't know me, just whatever you like best. And you can put it in comments, because I have like 2 comments, and they're both from a guy or a person, a stranger who is trying to, very sweet. I do appreciate the role he's doing of going to new people and saying, oh, your YouTube page should get a lot more hits. And I'm like, actually it shouldn't, or a lot more views. I'm like, it really shouldn't. It's just such a amateur sitting in an RV making YouTube vids. It doesn't warrant excitement. But I did appreciate it, because it was, even though I know it's an ad, I'm like, oh, it's like when it's like when a junk mail actually has your real name on it, and you're like, oh, I'm not just resident, I actually have a name according to these people. I mean, you're still not gonna buy it, but it's nice, at this point, I think any bit of humanity that we can find, we should embrace, especially with so much stuff going on. So, and I do have to say one other thing. Okay, so I can see myself in here, and I'm trying not to look at myself, but like if I need to move my bangs, because the left is right in the camera, so I'm like, wait, where are my bangs? So I could put them out of my way, because it's mirror image. Anyway, Let's see. I am going to download another game on Oculus, I think. I was going to do it this afternoon and I didn't get a chance to. Well, I got stuck in a Twitter loop. There is somebody who posted something that was very horrible on there. And basically he's like, why are we stopping the economy for 2.5% of the population who are a drain on the resources anyway? Where do you even go with that? Like, I literally, I saw it on Facebook and I was like, no, somebody's got to have taken a quote out of context. You know how vicious both sides of the aisle are, or can be. And I was like, no, somebody misquoted him. That can't possibly be what he said. And I went and looked, and it's absolutely what he said. Oh my gosh. Such unkind and ungodly and unhuman comments. Like, I don't even know where to go with that. So it was horrible. And then yeah, anyway, so where was I going with that? Oh, and then I needed to wash my brain from all that nonsense. And so I got on my daughter's Twitter feed, which, if you have not been on there, is hilarious. She is so funny, and she throws me under the bus with fair regularity, but it's fine. It's all good fun. She doesn't lie. So one thing, she's telling the truth, and it's not anything ugly. It's hilarious. So I'm like, oh, I'm famous again. You know, she posted something about me, and her Twitter friends are like, oh, your mom, blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, yes, I did. Whatever it was, that was ridiculous. Or cool. Sometimes she talks about cool stuff that I do. So that's awesome. I have to. Oh, okay. Couldn't remember how much time I have on there, because yeah, YouTube is really serious about 15 minutes on the dot, not a second over. So what else is going on? So today is Monday, presumably, and so Monday is my clean days. So I cleaned all of my Mondays, I just realized I've only been in the RV. I've been like in quarantine in the RV for less than a week, but it seems like it's been this way forever. It's always something that my brain does, where if there is a new situation that I'm in for a few days, all of a sudden that has been how it's been kind of forever, and then I kind of forget about what life was. I remember, but it seems like so long ago since I slept in my own bed. It seems like so long ago since I gave my sweetie a smooch, or pet my cat, or had to take my dog out or whatever. Yeah, it just seems like, oh, well, here I am. And sometimes, and I'm just going to share this because I don't know if anybody else is going to be feeling like this isn't for, everybody feels sorry for me, but more like, oh, so somebody else feels this too. Let me see if I can be a service, So I found out the worst time of the day for me is in the evening, before I have to go to work, and right between like when it's too late for me to get involved in something, and I'm kind of tired and worn down anyway, and it's too early to go to work, and so I'm just sitting here like, oh my gosh, this is hard. But you know what, that time was always hard for me. Like, I always hated around dinner hour. Any other time of the day was fabulous, but any time from like 5 to 7 was just, I don't know why. I guess maybe my hormones, your circadian rhythm kind of, maybe they just dip there and I don't have anything. So I've been kind of thinking, okay, besides supper, which I really enjoy, is there anything that I can sort of boost my mood with? I think maybe it's just going to have to be like Beat Saber. Or if y'all post and I can watch your videos, or if you have questions, and I could be like, oh, my public needs me. Not not real, but you know what I mean. So yeah, but thinking about the whole, oh, can you see, wait, over here, again, left, right. Okay, do you see the lights playing on the thing? That's my computer. I have the coolest computer, and but it has lights that glow in the center of it. Yeah, and they change colors and stuff. So if I get boring, look at the lights. They're pretty. And I lost my thought. What was I saying? Okay, clean. No, I was past clean. Oh, loneliness. So, anyway, and there are some friends who have really been so sweet, stepped up, and they're Marco Poloing, and they're texting, and everything is fabulous. And there's a couple of friends that I haven't heard from for a while, and honestly, sometimes I get a little like, you know, like a little pouty, like, do they not know that I'm here by myself? But I have to understand, and the Lord reassures me. Say, first of all, Stephanie, you're not alone. I'm always with you. You always have a friend with you, like an actual honest friend, not a what a friend we have in Jesus. No, like an actual buddy, like somebody who loves me and who's encouraging me and right there when I'm working out and telling me to do a, you know, he encourages me to do, and I'm never actually, literally, I'm never alone. Like, literally. I hate to use this analogy, but it's sort of like being haunted by a ghost, except for not haunted and not a ghost, except for it's the Holy Ghost, but he doesn't haunt. But you know what I mean. So it's like where you just have a shadow. You have a being. You have the Lord with you, not up there, sort of looking down, like, oh, what's she doing? Okay, whatever. But right here with me all the time. So I'm not alone. And then I have to sit there and say, yes, my feelings are a little hurt sometimes. And I'm not expecting everybody to text me all day, every day. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there are some people that I haven't talked to in like weeks, and some people that I've sort of sent little messages out and they haven't replied. And so, but they have got to be dealing with their own stress too. Like, you know, they're not by themselves, but they have their own fish to fry, and they're a really big fish for them. And so I can give grace. I can remind myself, Stephanie, just because you're kind of sailing through this right now, that doesn't mean everybody else is. And so instead, prayer and love and patience are key. My big thing is I want to make sure I didn't irritate anybody, because those of you who know me know that, okay, I never, like, I'm trying to think of the last truly ugly thing I said to somebody, like on purpose, like I'm just going to zing them. I literally don't remember the last time. Like, it's been, I don't know, but what I have done is just been my INTP self and just blah, and then been like, oh, I didn't even realize that somebody could take a comment that I said that way. And that's hard. It's hard when you're trying to be nice and you still screw it up. I'm like, oh my gosh, people. So I have learned to just apologize every so often with my friends. I just sort of apologize, like, hey, if I screwed up recently, I'm sorry. Hey, if I said something stupid, I'm just in oblivion. Because I never mean it, but people, the mature Christian knows to say, did you mean that? Those who are insecure or are struggling or not quite mature don't know to ask, or don't feel like asking, or they're the emotional, you know, is so strong that they don't want to ask. And so I try to head that off. And I recognize everybody's at a different place, so I try to head that off. And just say, yeah, let me know. If I haven't heard from you in a while, I'm going to assume that I probably said something stupid. Yeah, anyway, that's it. I'm at 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I'm going to stop this right here. Love y'all. I think you're wonderful. I really do. And I thank you so much for spending some time with me this evening. Talk to you later. Bye.